Alright, it's about 2 a.m. on Sunday, June 13th, and we are getting ready to embark. So, I guess the first official stop is breakfast in Nevada.
Alright, so as I'm speaking to you, it's the end of our first day of the camping trip. We got up at 2 a.m. to head out to Great Basin National Park. We stopped in Pioche, Nevada for some breakfast burritos that were absolutely delicious and walked around the Boot Hill Cemetery a little bit before we had to press on.
Look at how adorable this town is. This is an old silver mining town, Pioche. This is where we're stopping for breakfast this morning. It's a little after 9, and it is super cute. Really glad we are deciding to stop here.
Upon arriving to Great Basin, we went to the Lehman Cave tour, which was really cool. I'm a little skeptical of being underground and in caves in general. They make me a little nervous, but it was really cool and really beautiful. And we saw some really cool things. Wasn't too much of a fan of the end where they had us turn off all lights and be quiet. That did stress me out a little bit, but it's all good. I made it back to the surface. Or this is all just a fever dream and I'm still stuck in that cave. Who knows? But right now we are just kind of trying to wait it out before we see the night sky and head to bed. Tomorrow we are going to take the scenic drive and hike out to the Bristlecone pine trees. It was a little too hot to do that this afternoon, so we just kind of hung out at camp. But day 1, pretty successful.
Alright, so this is morning of day 2 of our camping trip. We are still in Great Basin. This is the only full day we're going to be spending in Great Basin. Tomorrow morning we leave bright and early to head over to Wyoming, but right now we are currently on the Wheeler Peak Scenic Drive. At the end we're going to hike out to see the Bristlecone pine trees. Oh, I think those are quaking aspens. That's cool. But yeah, that's the plan for the day. We had a lovely breakfast this morning. Tomorrow it's probably just going to be cereal, so there's less dishes and we can get in and out pretty quickly. But that is the plan today. Alright, we're just getting out of the car here at Wheeler Peak Overlook on the Scenic Drive. So for those of you playing camping bingo with us, Wheeler Peak can now be checked off. And in case you haven't been watching the Instagram story, and I didn't say it yesterday because I'm a big meanie, Great Basin National Park can also be checked off. So just like the other overlook, this one has a fun little boardwalk. So let's take a look here. I'm sorry if I'm kind of sniffly and you can hear that, and if that's bothering you. I am allergic to pretty much everything that's blooming out here. And pretty much an hour after we got to the national park and spent some time outside before the cave tour, I realized I should have taken allergy meds before we got here, but that's fine. I'm fine and I'm not mad at myself. All right. So again, this is Wheeler Peak Overlook. We are looking at Wheeler Peak. And this is the view from the boardwalk at Mather Overlook. All right, here we go, starting the Bristlecone Glacier Trail. I don't know if we'll go all the way to the glacier or not. It depends on how warm it is when we get to the Bristlecones. But I will update you in a little bit. Well, this is the part of the trail where the environment just kind of seems to start changing. We just came from down there, and now you can kind of start seeing we're getting to tree line and getting close to bristlecones. All right, so at this point we just came up onto this junction. We're almost to the bristlecones, but before we go there, we're gonna detour to the lake because it's only 0.1 mile. So we're gonna go this way. And as you can see, if you are hiking this trail, watch your step because it is very rocky, but so far not too bad, not too much elevation gain. I think the sign said it's only like 600 feet total, and none of the inclines are that bad. So off the lake we go. All right, so we just got to the end of our little 1/10 of a mile. We can continue to follow another trail to that little meadow on the other side of this little baby lake. I don't know that we're going to because we want to maximize our chances of doing the last mile of the Bristlecone Glacier Trail to get up and see the base of the glacier. And we're kind of fighting time here because it's supposed to get up to the high 80s, and I'm not sure I want to be caught above tree line at that point, but we will see. But yeah, this is beautiful. All right, we're back on trail towards the bristlecones, and you can definitely tell that the forest is starting to change. All right, so we just finished the Bristlecone interpretive loop, and we are pressing on up to the glacier. I haven't filmed too much with voice for the loop just because the wind is kind of gusty and there are a lot of people around, so I'm trying to be a little considerate. But we do have some things to insert here, and I will get back to you when we get to the glacier because the wind is about to pick up again, as you can probably hear. Alright, sorry for the wind, but we are pretty much at where we're going to end on the glacier trail. You can follow the trail, it looks like, a little further across the moraine, up to the rock glacier, which are those rocks down there that meet up at the top with the glacier, but the footing is really bad. I don't have my trekking poles with me today, and I'm not really comfortable with that. And then up there, sort of in the middle now, you can see the top of Wheeler Peak. And this is the closest I've ever been to a glacier, so that's cool. So we've just got to walk back down one little snowbank, and we're gonna head back down to the car. All right, so we finished the Bristlecone Glacier Trail. We didn't go all the way out on the glacier portion of the trail as far into the moraine as it goes, because I wasn't really comfortable with that. The footing was really bad. My ankles and my knees are kind of bad, so we did climb up one little snowbank and get that lovely view of the glacier. And for anyone wondering what moraine is, when I keep saying that, a moraine is basically the little field underneath a glacier where all of the rocks that it's been shoving down the mountain kind of end up. So one cool thing about this glacier we saw today, not only that it's the closest I've ever been to a glacier, but that this is the only glacier in the state of Nevada, so that's pretty notable. But like many other glaciers throughout the world, this one is rapidly disappearing as well. So that's pretty sad. But now we're gonna go get some lunch and try to wait out the heat of the day for a bit. And then tomorrow morning, we're packing up bright and early and heading off to Grand Teton National Park. So if I don't film anything else in Great Basin, I will see you all for the next portion of our little journey. All right, have a good one. Thank you again for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell if you would like to see more. And if you'd like to follow me on any of my other social medias, the links are down in the description below. Don't forget to check out thereptilegoth.com for all of my articles and blog posts. If you found any value in this video and you would like to help support the channel, please check out my Patreon page. That link is also in the description down below. And a special thanks goes out to my Diamond Dragon patron, Diane B. What you're doing is really helping me fund a dream here. I will see you guys all in the next one.